Have you ever wondered how bees, these tiny, fuzzy creatures, manage to build such complex societies? How do they tell their hive mates where to find the best flowers, miles away? It's not magic, it's one of the most fascinating communication systems in the animal kingdom. Today, we're diving deep into the secret world of bee language. Let's start with the most famous part, the waggle dance. Imagine a honeybee scout returns to the hive. She's just found an amazing patch of nectar-rich flowers. She can't just draw a map or give GPS coordinates. Instead, she performs a special dance on the vertical surface of the honeycomb, right in the middle of the dark, crowded hive. This isn't just a random wiggle. The waggle dance is a sophisticated set of instructions. The bee walks in a straight line, waggling her abdomen back and forth. The direction of this waggle run tells the other bees the direction of the food source relative to the sun. If she runs straight up the comb, it means fly directly towards the sun. If she runs straight down, it means fly directly away from the sun. Any angle in between corresponds to the angle they need to fly in relation to the sun's current position. It's like a living compass. But what about distance? The dance has that covered too. The duration of the waggle run, how long she waggles in that straight line, tells her audience how far away the food is. A short waggle means the flowers are close by. A longer, more enthusiastic waggle that goes on for several seconds means they'll need to travel a much greater distance. Some studies have shown that 1 second of waggling can correspond to about a kilometer of flight. During this performance, other bees gather around her. They can't see her well in the dark hive, so they touch her with their antennae to feel the vibrations of her dance and to smell the scent of the flowers she visited, which clings to her body. This gives them another crucial clue about what kind of flower to look for when they get there. It's a multi-sensory experience, part dance, part GPS, and part perfume sample. The waggle dance is so precise that scientists, after decoding it, could place a sugar water station at the location indicated by a bee's dance, and sure enough, other bees from the hive would arrive there shortly after. This groundbreaking discovery was made by Carl von Frisch, who won a Nobel Prize in 1973 for his work. He spent decades patiently observing and experimenting to crack this incredible code. But the waggle dance is for long-distance communication. What if the food is nearby, say, within 100 meters of the hive? For that, bees use a simpler dance called the round dance. The bee just runs around in small circles, alternating direction. This dance basically says, "Hey everyone, there's great food really close. Just fly out and search around the hive." It doesn't give a specific direction because, at such short distances, the floral scent is enough for the other bees to find the source. And there's another, less-known dance called the shaking signal or vibration dance. A bee will grab onto another bee and vibrate her body for a second or two. This isn't a food-finding dance. It's more like a general call to action. It's used to get more foragers active when there's a lot of nectar to be collected. Think of it as a foreman waking up the crew and saying, "Time to get to work, everyone." The conditions are perfect. It helps regulate the hive's overall foraging activity based on need and opportunity. Beyond dancing, bees have a whole chemical vocabulary. They use pheromones, which are special scent signals, for all sorts of things. The queen bee is a master of this. She releases a queen mandibular pheromone, a unique chemical cocktail that essentially tells the entire colony, "I am here, I am healthy, and I am laying eggs." This scent keeps the colony cohesive. It suppresses the reproductive abilities of the worker bees, ensuring the queen is the only one laying eggs. It even attracts drones for mating when she flies outside the hive. When a queen gets old or her pheromone signal weakens, the workers know it's time to raise a new queen. Pheromones are also crucial for defense. When a bee stings a threat, it releases an alarm pheromone. This scent smells a bit like bananas to us, and it signals to other bees in the vicinity that there's danger. It acts like a bullseye, marking the target and inciting other bees to come to the defense of the hive and attack the same spot. This is why if you get stung once near a hive, you're more likely to be stung again. There are also pheromones for orientation. Each hive has its own unique scent, a sort of family perfume. This helps returning foragers find their correct home among potentially dozens of other hives in an apiary. Guard bees at the entrance sniff every bee that tries to enter. If a bee doesn't have the right password SIN, she'll be turned away, sometimes aggressively. But communication isn't just about dances and smells. Bees also use sound and touch. The buzzing you hear isn't just the sound of their wings. Bees can create specific vibrations and sounds to communicate. During the waggle dance, the dancer produces low-frequency sounds with her wing beats that help the audience bees interpret the message in the dark. Another fascinating behavior is cold piping. When a new queen is about to emerge from her cell, she makes a tooting sound. If there are other rival queens still in their cells, they will respond with a quacking sound. This acoustic duel helps them assess the competition. The first queen to emerge will often seek out her rivals and eliminate them to secure her throne. It's a real-life Game of Thrones played out through sound waves inside the hive. Touch is also constantly used. Bees groom each other, which helps spread the queen's pheromones throughout the colony, reinforcing social bonds. They pass food to one another mouth to mouth in a process called trophallaxis. During this exchange, they're not just sharing a meal, they're also sharing chemical information about the hive's health and needs. So, when you see a bee buzzing from flower to flower, remember there's so much more going on than meets the eye. She is part of a superorganism. A massive, interconnected family that communicates through an intricate language of dance, scent, sound, and touch. From a tiny wiggle that serves as a map to the sun, to a chemical perfume that defines an entire kingdom, bees have mastered the art of communication. Their world is a constant flow of information, ensuring the survival and success of the colony. It is a beautiful reminder that even the smallest creatures on our planet have incredibly complex and wonderful lives. Understanding their language doesn't just satisfy our curiosity, it deepens our appreciation for the delicate and amazing web of life all around us. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the hive. If you found this as fascinating as I do, hit that like button and subscribe for more explorations into the natural world. See you next time.